Maharashtra, abbreviation MH, or Maha, is a state in the western peninsular region of India occupying a substantial portion of the Deccan Plateau. Maharashtra is the second most populous state in India and the second most populous country subdivision globally. It was formed on May 1, 1960 by splitting the bilingual Bombay state, which had existed since 1956, into majority Marathi-speaking Maharashtra and Gujarati-speaking Gujarat. Maharashtra is home to the Marathi people, the predominant ethno-linguistic group, who speak the Marathi language, the official language of the state. The state is divided into 6 divisions and 36 districts, with the state capital being Mumbai, the most populous urban area in India, and Nagpur serving as the winter capital, which also hosts the winter session of the state legislature. Godavari and Krishna are the 2 major rivers in the state. Forests cover 16.47% of the state's geographical area. Out of the total cultivable land in the state, about 60% is used for grain crops in the Deccan region, rice in coastal Konkan, and other high rainfall areas. Spread over 307,713 square kilometers, Maharashtra is the 3rd largest state by area in India. It is bordered by the Arabian Sea to the west, the Indian states of Karnataka and Goa to the south, Telangana to the southeast and Chhattisgarh to the east, Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh to the north, and the Indian Union territory of Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu to the northwest. The state has 3 international airports: Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj International Airport, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar International Airport, and Pune Airport. The state is home to 3 railways headquarters viz. Central Railway, Konkan Railway, and Western Railway. The High Court of the state viz. Bombay High Court is located in Mumbai. The state contributes 48 seats and 19 seats to the lower house Lok Sabha and the upper house Rajya Sabha, respectively. Maharashtra has been subject to President's rule 3 times since its formation for a total of 156 days for different reasons. More than 3/4 of the population practice Hinduism, which is followed by Islam and Buddhism. The state is home to 4 UNESCO World Heritage Sites: Ajanta, Ellora, and Elephanta Caves, and the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Terminus. Maharashtra is one of the most industrialist states in India. The state's capital, Mumbai, is India's financial and commercial capital. India's largest stock exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange, the oldest in Asia, is located in the city. The state has played a significant role in the country's social and political life and is widely considered a leader in terms of agricultural and industrial production, trade and transport, and education. Maharashtra is among the most developed Indian states and continues to be the single largest contributor to the national economy with a share of 14% in all India nominal GDP. The economy of Maharashtra is the largest in India, with a gross state domestic product of 35.81 trillion and GSDP per capita of 225073. The service sector dominates the state's economy, accounting for 69.3% of the value of the output of the country. Although agriculture accounts for 12% of the state GDP, it employs nearly half the population of the state. Maharashtra is the 15th highest ranking among Indian states in the Human Development Index. The region that encompasses the state has a history going back many millennia. Prior to Indian independence, notable dynasties and entities that ruled the region include, in a chronological order, the Asmakas, the Mauryas, the Satavahanas, the Western satraps, the Abhiras, the Vakatakas, the Chalukyas, the Rashtrakutas, the Western Chalukyas, the Seyunayadevas, the Khaljas, the Tughlaqs, the Bahmanis, the Deccan Sultanates, the Mughals, the Maratha Empire founded by Shivaji, and the British. Ruins, monuments, tombs, forts, and places of worship left by these rulers are dotted around the state. At the time of the Indian independence movement in the early 20th century, along with British-ruled areas of Bombay Presidency, and central provinces and Berar, the region included many British vassal states. Among these, the erstwhile Hyderabad state was the largest and extended over many modern Indian states. Other states grouped under Deccan States Agency included Kolhapur, Miraj, Sangli, and Bhor, and Savantwadi. Etymology. The modern Marathi language evolved from the Maharashtri Prakrit, and the word Marhata is found in the Jain Maharashtri literature. The term Maharashtra along with Maharashtri, Marathi, and Maratha may have derived from the same root. However, their exact etymology is uncertain. The most widely accepted theory among the linguistic scholars is that the words Maratha and Maharashtra ultimately derived from a combination of Ma and Arshtrik, the name of a tribe or dynasty of chiefs ruling in the Deccan region. An alternate theory states that the term is derived from Ma and Ratha/Rathi, which refers to a skillful northern fighting force that migrated southward into the area. An alternative theory states that the term derives from the word Ma and Arshtra. However, this theory is somewhat controversial among modern scholars who believe it to be the Sanskritist interpretation of later writers. History. Numerous late Harappan or Chalcolithic sites belonging to the Horwi culture have been discovered throughout the state. The largest settlement discovered of the culture is at Diamabat, which had a mud fortification during this period, as well as an elliptical temple with fire pits. In the late Harappan period there was a large migration of people from Gujarat to northern Maharashtra. Maharashtra was under the Maurya Empire in the 4th and 3rd centuries BCE. Around 230 BCE, Maharashtra came under the rule of the Satavahana dynasty, who ruled it for the next 400 years. The greatest ruler of the Satavahana dynasty was Gautamiputra Satakarni. The Satavahana dynasty was followed by western satraps, Gupta Empire, Gurjara Pratihara, Vakataka, Kadambas, Kalyakya Empire, Rashtrakuta dynasty, and western Kalyakya and the Yadava rule. The Buddhist Ajanta caves in present-day Aurangabad display influences from the Satavahana and Vakataka styles. The caves were possibly excavated during this period. The Kalyakya dynasty ruled from the 6th to the 8th centuries CE, and the two prominent rulers were Pulakshan II, who defeated the North Indian Emperor Harsha, and Vikramaditya II, who defeated the Arab invaders in the 8th century. The Rashtrakuta dynasty ruled Maharashtra from the 8th to the 10th century. The Arab traveller Sulayman al-Mari described the ruler of the Rashtrakuta dynasty Amagavarsha as one of the 4 great kings of the world. Shilahara dynasty began as vassals of the Rashtrakuta dynasty, which ruled the Deccan Plateau between the 8th and 10th centuries. From the early 11th century to the 12th century, the Deccan Plateau, which includes a significant part of Maharashtra, was dominated by the Western Kalyakya Empire and the Chola dynasty. Several battles were fought between the Western Kalyakya Empire and the Chola dynasty in the Deccan Plateau during the reigns of Rajaraja Chola I, Rajendra Chola I, Jayasimha II, Someshvara I, and Vikramaditya VI. In the early 14th century, the Yadava dynasty, which ruled most of present-day Maharashtra, was overthrown by the Delhi Sultanate ruler Alauddin Khalji. Later, Muhammad bin Tughlaq conquered parts of the Deccan, and temporarily shifted his capital from Delhi to Daulatabad in Maharashtra. After the collapse of the Tughlaqs in 1347, the local Bahmani Sultanate of Gulbarga took over, governing the region for the next 150 years. After the breakup of the Bahmani Sultanate in 1518, Maharashtra split into 5 Deccan Sultanates: Nizam Shah of Ahmednagar, Adil Shah of Bijapur, Qutub Shah of Golconda, Bidar Shah of Bidar, and Imad Shah of Alikpur. These kingdoms often fought with each other. United, they decisively defeated the Vijayanagara Empire of the south in 1565. The present area of Mumbai was ruled by the Sultanate of Gujarat before its capture by Portugal in 1535, and the Faruqi dynasty ruled the Khandesh region between 1382 and 1601 before finally getting annexed in the Mughal Empire. Malik Amber, the regent of the Nizam Shahi dynasty of Ahmednagar from 1607 to 1626, increased the strength and power of Murtaza Nizam Shah II and raised a large army. Malik Amber is said to have been a proponent of guerrilla warfare in the Deccan region. Malik Amber assisted Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in Delhi against his stepmother, Nurjahan, who wanted to enthrone her son-in-law. In the early 17th century, Shahaj Bhosale, an ambitious local general who had served the Ahmednagar Sultanate, the Mughals, and Adil Shah of Bijapur at different periods throughout his career, attempted to establish his independent rule. His son Shivaji succeeded in establishing the Maratha Empire, which was further expanded during the 18th century by the Bhatt family Peshwas based in Pune. The Marathas under the Peshwas, Bhansali of Nagpur, Gakwad of Baroda, Holkar of Indore, Scindia of Gwalior and Puars of Dewas and Dar defeated the Mughals and conquered large territories in the northern and central parts of the Indian subcontinent. At its peak, the Maratha Empire covered much of the subcontinent, encompassing a territory of over 2.8 million km². The Marathas are credited to a large extent for ending the Mughal rule in India. After their defeat at the hand of Ahmad Shah Abdali's Afghan forces in the Third Battle of Panipat in 1761, the Marathas suffered a setback. However, they soon reclaimed the lost territories and ruled central and north India including New Delhi until the end of the 18th century. The Third Anglo-Maratha War led to the end of the Maratha Empire and the East India Company took over the empire. The Marathas also developed a potent navy circa in the 1660s, which at its peak, dominated the territorial waters of the western coast of India from Mumbai to Savantwadi. It resisted the British, Portuguese, Dutch, and City naval ships and kept a check on their naval ambitions. The Maratha navy, dominated till around the 1730s, was in a state of decline by the 1770s and ceased to exist by 1818. India contains no more than two great powers, British and Maratha, and every other state acknowledges the influence of one or the other. Every inch that we recede will be occupied by them. The British East India Company gained Mumbai in the early 17th century, and became one of their major trading ports. The company slowly expanded areas under its rule during the 18th century. The British governed western Maharashtra as part of the Bombay Presidency, which spanned an area from Karachi in Pakistan to northern Deccan. A number of the Maratha states persisted as princely states, retaining autonomy in return for acknowledging British suzerainty. The largest princely states in the territory were Nagpur, Satara, and Kolhapur. Satara was annexed to the Bombay Presidency in 1848. And Nagpur was annexed in 1853 to become Nagpur Province, later part of the Central Provinces. Berar, which had been part of the Nizam of Hyderabad's kingdom, was occupied by the British in 1853 and annexed to the Central Provinces in 1903. However, a large region called Marathwada remained part of the Nizam's Hyderabad state throughout the British period. The British ruled Maharashtra region from 1818 to 1947 and influenced every aspect of life for the people of the region. They brought several changes to the legal system, built modern means of transport including roads and railways, took various steps to provide mass education, including that for previously marginalized classes and women, established universities based on Western system and imparting education in science, technology, and Western medicine, standardized the Marathi language, and introduced mass media by utilizing modern printing technologies. The 1857 War of Independence had many Marathi leaders, though the battles mainly took place in northern India. The modern struggle for independence started taking shape in the late 1800s with leaders such as Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Justice Mahadev Govind Ranade, Gopal Krishna Gokula, Firoza Shah Mehta, and Dadabhai Naoroji evaluating the company rule and its consequences. Jyotirao Phule was the pioneer of social reform in the Maharashtra region in the second half of the 19th century. His social work was continued by Shahu, Raja of Kolhapur, and later by B.R. Ambedkar. After the partial autonomy given to the states by the Government of India Act 1935, B.G. Kerr became the first Chief Minister of the Congress Party-led government of trilingual Bombay Presidency. The ultimatum to the British during the Quit India movement was given in Mumbai and culminated in the transfer of power and independence in 1947. After Indian independence, princely states and Jagirs of the Deccan States Agency were merged into Bombay State, which was created from the former Bombay Presidency in 1950. In 1956, the States Reorganisation Act reorganized the Indian states along linguistic lines, and Bombay Presidency State was enlarged by the addition of the predominantly Marathi-speaking regions of Marathwada from erstwhile Hyderabad State and Vidarbha region from the central provinces and Berar. The southernmost part of Bombay State was ceded to Mysore. In the 1950s, Marathi people strongly protested against bilingual Bombay State under the banner of Samayukta Maharashtra Samitai. The notable leaders of the Samitai included Keshavrao Jedhi, S.M. Joshi, Shripadam Reet Dange, Pralhad Keshavatra and Gopalrao Kedkar. The key demand of the Samitai called for a Marathi-speaking state with Mumbai as its capital. In the Gujarati-speaking areas of the state, a similar Maha Gujarat movement demanded a separate Gujarat state comprising majority Gujarati areas. After many years of protests, which saw 106 deaths amongst the protesters, and electoral success of the Samitai in 1957 elections, the central government led by Prime Minister Nehru yielded to public pressure and split Bombay State into two new states of Maharashtra and Gujarat on May 1, 1960. The state continues to have a dispute with Karnataka regarding the region of Belgaum and Karwar. The government of Maharashtra was unhappy with the border demarcation of 1957 and filed a petition to the Ministry of Home Affairs of India. Maharashtra claimed 814 villages, and 3 urban settlements of Balegaon, Karwar, and Nipani, all part of then Bombay Presidency before freedom of the country. A petition by Maharashtra in the Supreme Court of India, staking a claim over Balegaon, is currently pending. Geography. Maharashtra, with a total area of 307,713 square kilometers, is the third largest state by area in terms of land area and constitutes 9.36% of India's total geographical area. The state lies between 15 degrees 35 minutes north to 22 degrees 02 N latitude and 72 degrees 36 minutes east to 80 degrees 54 minutes east longitude. It occupies the western and central part of the country and has a coastline stretching 840 kilometers along the Arabian Sea. The dominant physical feature of the state is its plateau character, which is separated from the Konkan coastline by the mountain range of the Western Ghats, which runs parallel to the coast from north to south. The Western Ghats, also known as the Sahyadri Range, has an average elevation of 1,200 meters, its slopes gently descending towards the east and southeast. The Western Ghats provide a physical barrier to the state on the west, while the Satpura Hills along the north and Bamragad Kairali Gaikuri ranges on the east serve as its natural borders. This state's expansion from north to south is 700 kilometers and east to west is 800 kilometers. To the west of these hills lie the Konkan coastal plains, 50-80 kilometers in width. To the east of the Ghats lies the flat Deccan Plateau. The main rivers of the state are the Krishna, and its tributary, Bhima, the Godavari, and its main tributaries, Manjara, and Wardha Wainganga and the Tapi, and its tributary Purna. Maharashtra is divided into 5 geographic regions. Konkan is the western coastal region, between the Western Ghats and the sea. Khandesh is the north region lying in the valley of the Tapti, Purna river. Nashik, Malajaon Jalgaon, Dhule and Bhusawal are the major cities of this region. Desh is in the center of the state. Marathwada, which was a part of the princely state of Hyderabad until 1956, is located in the southeastern part of the state. Aurangabad and Nand are the main cities of the region. Vidarbha is the easternmost region of the state, formerly part of the central provinces, and Berar. The state has limited area under irrigation, low natural fertility of soils, and large areas prone to recurrent drought. Due to this, the agricultural productivity of Maharashtra is generally low as compared to the national averages of various crops. Maharashtra has been divided into 9 agroclimatic zones on the basis of annual rainfall, soil types, vegetation, and cropping pattern. Climate. Maharashtra experiences a tropical monsoon climate with hot, rainy, and cold weather seasons and dry summers. The month of March marks the beginning of the summer and the temperature rises steadily until June. In the Central Plains, summer temperatures rise to between 40 degrees Celsius or 104.0 degrees Fahrenheit and 45 degrees Celsius or 113.0 degree F. May is usually the warmest and January the coldest month of the year. The winter season lasts until February with lower temperatures occurring in December and January. On the Deccan Plateau that lies on eastern side of the Sahyadri Mountains, the climate is drier, however, dew and hail often occur, depending on seasonal weather. The rainfall patterns in the state vary by the topography of different regions. The state can be divided into 4 meteorological regions, namely coastal Konkan, western Maharashtra, Marathwada, and Vidarbha. The southwest monsoon usually arrives in the last week of June and lasts till mid-September. Pre-monsoon showers begin towards the middle of June and post-monsoon rains occasionally occur in October. The highest average monthly rainfall is during July and August. In the winter season, there may be a little rainfall associated with western winds over the region. The Konkan coastal area, west of the Sahyadri Mountains, receives very heavy monsoon rains with an annual average of more than 3,000 mm. However, just 150 km to the east, in the rain shadow of the mountain range, only 500–700 mm/year will fall, and long dry spells leading to drought are a common occurrence. Maharashtra has many of the 99 Indian districts identified by the Indian Central Water Commission as prone to drought. The average annual rainfall in the state is 1,181 mm and 75% of it is received during the southwest monsoon from June to September. However, under the influence of the Bay of Bengal, eastern Vidarbha receives good rainfall in July, August, and September. Thane, Raigad, Ratnagiri, and Sindhudurg districts receive heavy rains of an average of 2,000 to 2,500 mm or 80 to 100 in, and the hill stations of Matharan and Mahabaleshwar over 5,000 mm or 200 inches. Contrariwise, the rain shadow districts of Nashik, Pune, Ahmednagar, Dhule, Jalgaon, Satara, Sangli, Solapur, and parts of Kolhapur receive less than 1,000 mm or 40 in annually. In winter, a cool dry spell occurs, with clear skies, gentle air breeze, and pleasant weather that prevails from October to February, although the eastern Vidarbha region receives rainfall from the northeast monsoon. Flora and fauna. The state has 3 crucial biogeographic zones, namely Western Ghats, Deccan Plateau, and the West Coast. The Ghats nurture endemic species, Deccan Plateau provides for vast mountain ranges and grasslands, while the coast is home to littoral and swamp forests. Flora of Maharashtra is heterogeneous in composition. In 2012, the recorded thick forest area Indiana the state was 61,939 square kilometers, which was about 20.13% of the state's geographical area. There are three main public forestry institutions in the Maharashtra state: the Maharashtra Forest Department, the Forest Development Corporation of Maharashtra, and the Directorate of Social Forestry. The Maharashtra State Biodiversity Board, constituted by the Government of Maharashtra in January 2012 under the Biological Diversity Act, 2002, is the nodal body for the conservation of biodiversity within and outside forest areas in the state. Maharashtra is ranked second among the Indian states in terms of the recorded forest area. Recorded forest area in the state is 61,579 square miles, of which 49,546 square miles is reserved forests, 6,733 square miles is protected forest, and 5,300 square miles is unclassed forests. Based on the interpretation of IRS Resources OT2 List 3 satellite data of the period October 2017 to January 2018, the state has 8,720.53 square miles under very dense forest, 20,572.35 square miles under moderately dense forest, and 21,484.68 square miles under open forest. According to the Champion and Seth classification, Maharashtra has 5 types of forests. Southern tropical semi-evergreen forests. These are found in the Western Ghats at a height of 401,000 meters. Anjani, Hurda, Kinjal, and Mango are predominant tree species found here. Southern tropical moist deciduous forests. These are a mix of moist teak-bearing forests and moist mixed deciduous forests. Commercially important teak, shisham, and bamboo are found here. In addition to evergreen teak, some of the other tree species found in this type of forest include jambul, an, and shisham. Southern tropical dry deciduous forests. These occupy a major part of the state. Southern tropical thorn forests are found in the low rainfall regions of Marathwada, Vidarbha, Khandesh, and western Maharashtra. At present, these forests are heavily degraded. Babool, boar, and pallas are some of the tree species found here. Littoral and swamp forests are mainly found in the creeks of Sindhudurg and Thane districts of the coastal Konkan region. The state harbors significant mangrove, coastal and marine biodiversity, with 304 square kilometers of the area under mangrove cover as per the India State of Forest Report of the Forest Survey India in the coastal districts of the state. The most common animal species present in the state are monkeys, wild pigs, tiger, leopard, gar, sloth bear, sambar, four-horned antelope, cheetal, barking deer, mouse deer, small Indian civet, golden jackal, jungle cat, and hare. Other animals found in this state include reptiles such as lizards, scorpions, and snake species such as cobras and krites, etc. The state provides legal protection to its tiger population through 6 dedicated tiger reserves under the precincts of the National Tiger Conservation Authority. The state's 720 kilometers of sea coastline of the Arabian Sea marks presence of various types of fish and marine animals. Zoological Survey of India found 1,527 marine animal species, including mollusks with 581 species, many crustacean species including crabs, shrimps, and lobsters, 287 fish species, and 141 species types of annelids. Regions, divisions, and districts. Maharashtra has following geographical regions: North Maharashtra, Konkan, Marathwada, Vidarbha. It consists of 6 administrative divisions: Amravati, Aurangabad, Konkan, Nagpur, Nashik. The state's 6 divisions are further divided into 36 districts, 109 subdivisions, and 358 talukas. Maharashtra's top 5 districts by population, as ranked by the 2011 census, are listed in the following table. Each district is governed by a district collector or district magistrate, appointed either by the Indian Administrative Service or the Maharashtra Civil Service. Districts are subdivided into subdivisions governed by subdivisional magistrates, and again into blocks. A block consists of panchayats and town municipalities. Talukas are intermediate-level panchayat between the Zilla Parishad at the district level and Gram Panchayat at the lower level. Out of the total population of Maharashtra, 45.22% of people live in urban regions. The total figure of the population living in urban areas is 50.8 million. There are 27 municipal corporations in Maharashtra. Demographics. According to the provisional results of the 2011 national census, Maharashtra was at that time the richest state in India and the second most populous state in India with a population of 112,374,333. Contributing to 9.28% of India's population, males and females are 58,243,056 and 54,131,277, respectively. The total population growth in 2011 was 15.99%, while in the previous decade it was 22.57%. Since independence, the decadal growth rate of population has remained higher than the national average. However, in the year 2011, it was found to be lower than the national average. The 2011 census for the state found 55% of the population to be rural with 45% being urban-based. Although, India hasn't conducted a caste-wise census since independence, based on the British-era census of 1931, it is estimated that the Maratha and the Maratha Kunbai numerically form the largest caste cluster with around 32% of the population. Maharashtra has a large other backward class population constituting 41% of the population. The scheduled tribes include Adivasis such as Thakar, Warli, Konkana, and Halba. The 2011 census found scheduled castes and scheduled tribes to account for 11.8% and 8.9% of the population, respectively. The state also includes a substantial number of migrants from other states of India. Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, and Karnataka account for the largest percentage of migrants to the Mumbai metropolitan area. The 2011 census reported the human sex ratio is 929 females per 1,000 males, which were below the national average of 943. The density of Maharashtra was 365 inhabitants per km², which was lower than the national average of 382 per km². Since 1921, the populations of Ratnagiri and Sindhudurg shrank by 4.96% and 2.30%, respectively, while the population of Thane grew by 35.9%, followed by Pune at 30.3%. The literacy rate is 83.2%, higher than the national rate at 74.04%. Of this, male literacy stood at 89.82% and female literacy 75.48%. Religion. According to the 2011 census, Hinduism was the principal religion in the state at 79.8% of the total population. Muslims constituted 11.5% of the total population. Maharashtra has highest number of followers of Buddhism who account for 5.8% of Maharashtra's total population, with 6,531,200 followers, which is 77.36% of all Buddhists in India. Sikhs, Christians, and Jains constituted 0.2%, 1.0%, 1.2% of the population respectively. Maharashtra, and particularly the city of Mumbai, is home to two tiny religious communities. This includes 5,000 Jews, mainly belonging to the Bani Israel, and Baghdadi Jewish communities. Parsi is the other community who follow Zoroastrianism. The 2011 census recorded around 44,000 Parsis in Maharashtra. Language. Marathi is the official language, although different regions have their own dialects. Most people speak regional languages classified as dialects of Marathi in the census. Pauri, Lodi, and Varhadi are spoken in the Vidarbha region. Dangi is spoken near the Maharashtra-Gujarat border. Bhil languages are spoken throughout the northwest part of the state. Khandeshi is spoken in Khandesh region. Other notable languages spoken in the state include Gondi, Korku, Konkani, and Malvani. Marathi is spoken by majority of the people in all districts of Maharashtra except Nandurbar district, where Bhili is spoken by 45.5% of its population. The highest percentage of Khandeshi speakers are Dhule district and the highest percentage of Gondi speakers are in Gadchiroli district. The Hindi language is mainly predominant in the Mumbai metropolitan area and other urban centres of Pune and Nagpur. It is spoken mainly in the Mumbai city district, Mumbai suburban district and Thane district. Gujarati is spoken mainly in Mumbai city district and Mumbai suburban district. Urdu and its dialect, the Dakni, are spoken mainly by the Muslim population of the state. Muslims in Maharashtra as well as other regions of the Deccan consider Dakni to be their first language, nevertheless a majority of them consider themselves as multilingual. Governance and administration. The state is governed through a parliamentary system of representative democracy, a feature the state shares with other Indian states. Maharashtra is one of the 7 states in India, where the state legislature is bicameral, comprising 2 houses, the Vidhan Sabha and the Vidhan Parishad. The legislature, the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly, consists of elected members and special office bearers such as the Speaker and Deputy Speaker, who are elected by the members. The Legislative Assembly consists of 288 members who are elected for 5-year terms unless the Assembly is dissolved before to the completion of the term. The Legislative Council is a permanent body of 78 members with 1/3 retiring every 2 years. The state has 48 seats in the Lok Sabha, or the lower chamber of the Indian Parliament, and 19 seats in the Rajya Sabha, or the upper chamber of the Indian Parliament. The government of Maharashtra is a democratically elected body in India with the governor as its constitutional head and is appointed by the President of India for a 5-year term. The leader of the party or coalition with a majority in the Legislative Assembly is appointed as the Chief Minister by the governor, and the Council of Ministers are appointed by the governor on the advice of the Chief Minister. The governor remains a ceremonial head of the state, while the Chief Minister and his council are responsible for day-to-day government functions. The Council of Ministers consists of cabinet ministers and ministers of state. The Secretariat headed by the Chief Secretary assists the Council of Ministers. The Chief Secretary is also the administrative head of the government. Each government department is headed by a minister, who is assisted by an additional Chief Secretary or a Principal Secretary, who is usually an officer of the Indian Administrative Service. The additional Chief Secretary/Principal Secretary serves as the administrative head of the department they are assigned to. Each department also has officers of the rank of Secretary, Special Secretary, Joint Secretary, etc. assisting the minister and the additional Chief Secretary/Principal Secretary. For purpose of administration, the state is divided into 6 divisions and 36 districts. Divisional Commissioner, an IAS officer, is the head of administration at the divisional level. The administration in each district is headed by a district magistrate, who is an IAS officer and is assisted by several officers belonging to state services. Urban areas in the state are governed by municipal corporations, municipal councils, Nagar Panchayats, and 7 cantonment boards. The Maharashtra Police is headed by an IPS officer of the rank of Director General of Police. A Superintendent of Police, an IPS officer assisted by the officers of the Maharashtra Police Service, is entrusted with the responsibility of maintaining law and order and related issues in each district. The Divisional Forest Officer, an officer belonging to the Indian Forest Service, manages the forests, environment and wildlife of the district, assisted by the officers of Maharashtra Forest Service and Maharashtra Forest Subordinate Service. The judiciary in the state consists of the Maharashtra High Court, district, and session courts in each district and lower courts and judges at the Taluka level. The High Court has regional branches at Nagpur and Aurangabad in Maharashtra and Panaji, which is the capital of Goa. The State Cabinet on May 13, 2015 passed a resolution favouring the setting up of one more bench of the Bombay High Court in Kolhapur, covering the region. The President of India appoints the Chief Justice of the High Court of the Maharashtra Judiciary on the advice of the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of India as well as the Governor of Maharashtra. Other judges are appointed by the Chief Justice of the High Court of the Judiciary on the advice of the Chief Justice. Subordinate judicial service is another vital part of the judiciary of Maharashtra. The subordinate judiciary or the district courts are categorized into two divisions, the Maharashtra Civil Judicial Services and Higher Judicial Service. While the Maharashtra Civil Judicial Services comprises the civil judges/judicial magistrates and civil judges/chief judicial magistrate, the Higher Judicial Service comprises civil and sessions judges. The subordinate judicial service of the judiciary is controlled by the district judge. Politics. The politics of the state in the first decades after its formation in 1960 was dominated by the Indian National Congress Party or its offshoots such as the Nationalist Congress Party. At present, it has been dominated by four political parties: the Indian National Congress, the Bharatiya Janata Party, the Nationalist Congress Party, and the Shiv Sena. Just like in other states in India, dynastic politics is fairly common also among political parties in Maharashtra. The dynastic phenomenon is seen from the national level down to the district level and even village level. The three-tier structure of Panchayati Raj created in the state in the 1960s also helped to create and consolidate this phenomenon in rural areas. Apart from controlling the government, political families also control cooperative institutions, mainly cooperative sugar factories and district cooperative banks in the state. Although the Bharatiya Janata Party also features several senior leaders who are dynasts, the phenomenon of dynasticism is at a lower level in the BJP than the Congress Party. In Maharashtra, the NCP has a particularly high level of dynasticism. In the early years, the politics of Maharashtra was dominated by Congress Party figures such as Yashwantrao Chevan, Vasant Patil, Vasantrao Naik, and Shankarao Chevan. Sharad Pawar, who started his political career in the Congress Party, has been a towering personality in state and national politics for over 40 years. During his career, he has split the Congress twice with significant consequences for the state politics. The Congress Party enjoyed a near unchallenged dominance of the political landscape until 1995 when the Shiv Sena and the Bharatiya Janata Party secured an overwhelming majority in the state to form a coalition government. After his second parting from the Congress Party in 1999, Sharad Pawar founded the NCP but then formed a coalition with the Congress to keep out the BJP Shiv Sena combine out of the Maharashtra state government for 15 years until September 2014. Prithviraj Chevan of the Congress Party was the last Chief Minister of Maharashtra under the Congress/NCP alliance. For the 2014 Assembly polls, the two alliances between NCP and Congress and that between BJP and Shiv Sena respectively broke down over seat allocations. In the election, the largest number of seats went to the Bharatiya Janata Party, with 122 seats. The BJP initially formed a minority government under Devendra Fadnavis. The Shiv Sena entered the government after 2 months and provided a comfortable majority for the alliance in the Maharashtra Vidhan Sabha for the duration of the assembly. In the 2019 Lok Sabha elections, the BJP Shiv Sena alliance secured 41 seats out of 48 from the state. Later in 2019, the BJP and Shiv Sena alliance fought the assembly elections together, but the alliance broke down after the election over the post of the chief minister. Uddhav Thackeray of Shiv Sena then formed an alternative governing coalition under his leadership with his erstwhile opponents from NCP, Inc., and several independent members of the Legislative Assembly. Thackeray served as the 19th Chief Minister of Maharashtra of the Maha Vikas Aghadi coalition until June 2022. Thackeray-led Maha Vikas Aghadi coalition began to unravel in late June 2022 when Eknath Shinde, a senior Shiv Sena leader, and the majority of Malays from Shiv Sena rebelled and joined hands with the BJP. Since the majority of Shiv Sena Legislative Party sided with Shinde, attempts by Thackeray to disqualify the dissenting members using the anti-defection law were unsuccessful. Given this situation, Uddhav Thackeray decided to resign from the post as Chief Minister well as a MLC member ahead of no confidence motion on June 29, 2022. Shinde subsequently formed a new coalition with the BJP, and was sworn in as the Chief Minister on June 30, 2022. BJP leader, Devendra Fadnavis was given the post of Deputy Chief Minister in the new government. Although long known for its smooth state functioning, Maharashtra has witnessed a recent tussle between the Maharashtra government and the centre-appointed governor, which has kicked up a series of controversies. Economy. The economy of Maharashtra is driven by manufacturing, international trade, mass media, aerospace, technology, petroleum, fashion, apparel, and tourism. Maharashtra is the most industrialist state and has maintained the leading position in the industrial sector in India. The state is a pioneer in small-scale industries. Mumbai, the capital of the state and the financial capital of India, houses the headquarters of most of the major corporate and financial institutions. India's main stock exchanges and capital market and commodity exchanges are located in Mumbai. The state continues to attract industrial investments from domestic as well as foreign institutions. Maharashtra has the largest proportion of taxpayers in India and its share markets transact almost 70% of the country's stocks. The service sector dominates the economy of Maharashtra, accounting for 61.4% of the value addition and 69.3% of the value of output in the state. The state's per capita income in 2014 was 40% higher than the All India average in the same year. The gross state domestic product at current prices for 2021-22 is estimated at $420 billion and contributes about 14.2% of the GDP. The agriculture and allied activities sector contributes 13.2% to the state's income. In 2012, Maharashtra reported a revenue surplus of 1524.9 million. With total revenue of 1367,117 million and spending of 1365,592.1 million. Maharashtra is the largest FDI destination of India. The FDI inflows in the state since April 2000 to September 2021 was 959,746 crore, which was 28.2% of total FDI inflows at all India level. With a total of 11,308 startups, Maharashtra has the highest number of recognized startups. Maharashtra contributes 25% of the country's industrial output and is the most indebted state in the country. Industrial activity in state is concentrated in 7 districts: Mumbai City, Mumbai Suburban, Thane, Aurangabad, Pune, Nagpur, and Nashik. Mumbai has the largest share in GSDP. Both Thane and Pune districts contribute about same in the industry sector. Pune district contributes more in the agriculture and allied activities sector, whereas Thane district contributes more in the services sector. Nashik district shares highest in the agricultural and allied activities sector, but is far behind in the industry and services sectors as compared to Thane and Pune districts. Industries in Maharashtra include chemical and chemical products, food and food products, refined petroleum products, machinery and equipment, textiles, basic metals, motor vehicles and furniture. Maharashtra is the manufacturing hub for some of the largest public sector industries in India, including Hindustan Petroleum Corporation, Tata Petrodyne, and Oil India Limited. Maharashtra has an above-average knowledge industry in India, with the Pune metropolitan area being the leading IT hub in the state. Approximately 25% of the top 500 companies in the IT sector are based in Maharashtra. The state accounts for 28% of the software exports of India. The state houses important financial institutions such as the Reserve Bank of India, the Bombay Stock Exchange, the National Stock Exchange of India, the SEBI, and the corporate headquarters of numerous Indian companies and multinational corporations. It is also home to some of India's premier scientific and nuclear institutes like BARC, NPCL, IREL, TIFR, AERB, AECI, and the Department of Atomic Energy. With more than half the population being rural, agriculture and allied industries play an important role in the state's economy and source of income for the rural population. The agriculture and allied activities sector contributes 12.9% to the state's income. Staples such as rice and millet are the main monsoon crops. Important cash crops include sugarcane, cotton, oilseeds, tobacco, fruit, vegetables, and spices such as turmeric. Animal husbandry is an important agriculture-related activity. The state's share in the livestock and poultry population in India is about 7% and 10% respectively. Maharashtra was a pioneer in the development of agricultural cooperative societies after independence. It was an integral part of the then governing Congress Party's vision of rural development with local initiative. A special status was accorded to the sugar cooperatives, and the government assumed the role of a mentor by acting as a stakeholder, guarantor, and regulator. Apart from sugar, cooperatives play a crucial role in dairy, cotton, and fertilizer industries. The banking sector comprises scheduled and non-scheduled banks. Scheduled banks are of two types, commercial and cooperative. Scheduled commercial banks in India are classified into 5 types: State Bank of India and its associates, nationalized banks, private sector banks, regional rural banks, and others. In 2012, there were 9,053 banking offices in the state, of which about 26% were Indiana rural and 54% were Indiana urban areas. Maharashtra has a microfinance system, which refers to small-scale financial services extended to the poor in both rural and urban areas. It covers a variety of financial instruments, such as lending, savings, life insurance, and crop insurance. 3 largest urban cooperative banks in India are all based in Maharashtra. Transport. The state has a large, multimodal transportation system with the largest road network in India. In 2011, the total length of surface road in Maharashtra was 267,452 kilometers, national highways comprised 4,176 kilometers, and state highways 3,700 kilometers. The Maharashtra State Road Transport Corporation provides economical and reliable passenger road transport service in the public sector. These buses, popularly called ST, are the preferred mode of transport for much of the populace. Hired forms of transport include metered taxis and auto rickshaws, which often ply specific routes in cities. Other district roads and village roads provide villages accessibility to meet their social needs as well as the means to transport agricultural produce from villages to nearby markets. Major district roads provide a secondary function of linking between main roads and rural roads. Approximately 98% of villages are connected either via the highways or modern roads in Maharashtra. Average speed on state highways varies between 50 and 60 km per hour due to the heavy presence of vehicles. In villages and towns, speeds are as low as 25-30 km/h. The first passenger train in India ran from Mumbai to Thane on April 16, 1853. Rail transportation is run by the Central Railway, Western Railway, South Central Railway, and Southeast Central Railway zones of the Indian Railways, with the first two zones being headquartered in Mumbai, at Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Terminus and Churchgate respectively. Konkan Railway is headquartered in Navi Mumbai. The Mumbai Rajdhani Express, the fastest Rajdhani train, connects the Indian capital of New Delhi to Mumbai. Thane and CSMT are the busiest railway stations in India, the latter serving as a terminal for both long-distance trains and commuter trains of the Mumbai Suburban Railway. The two principal seaports, Mumbai Port and Jawaharlal Nehru Port, which is also in the Mumbai region, are under the control and supervision of the Government of India. There are around 48 minor ports in Maharashtra. Most of these handle passenger traffic and have a limited capacity. None of the major rivers in Maharashtra are navigable, and so river transport does not exist in the state. Chhatrapati Shivaji International Airport is the state's largest airport. The two other international airports are Pune International Airport and Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar International Airport at Nagpur. Aurangabad Airport, Kolhapur Airport, Jalgaon Airport, and Nand Airport are domestic airports in the state. Most of the state's airfields are operated by the Airports Authority of India, while Reliance Airport Developers currently operates 5 non-metro airports at Ladar, Nand, Baramati, Osmanabad and Yavatmal on a 95-year lease. The Maharashtra Airport Development Company was set up in 2002 to take up development of airports in the state that are not under the AAI or the Maharashtra Industrial Development Corporation. MADC is playing the lead role in the planning and implementation of the Multimodal International Cargo Hub and Airport at Nagpur project. Additional smaller airports include Akola, Amravati, Chandrapur, Ratnagiri, and Solapur. Maharashtra Metro Rail Corporation Limited, headquartered in Nagpur, is a joint venture establishment of Government of India and Government of Maharashtra, headquartered in Nagpur, India. Maha Metro is responsible for the implementation of all Maharashtra state metro projects, except the Mumbai metropolitan region. Mumbai Metro is operational since June 8, 2014. Education. The state has been known for its pioneering role in the development of the modern education system in India. Most of the private colleges, including religious and special-purpose institutions, were set up in the last 30 years after the state government of Vasant Dada Patil liberalized the education sector in 1982. Under the 10+2+3 plan, after completing secondary school, students typically enroll for 2 years in a junior college, also known as pre-university, or in schools with a higher secondary facility affiliated with the Maharashtra State Board of Secondary and Higher Secondary Education or any central board. Students choose from one of 3 streams, namely liberal arts, commerce, or science. Upon completing the required coursework, students may enroll in general or professional degree programs. Schools in the state are either managed by the government or by private trusts, including religious institutions. The medium of instruction in most of the schools is mainly Marathi, English, or Hindi, though Urdu is also used. The secondary schools are affiliated with the Council for the Indian School Certificate Examinations, the Central Board for Secondary Education, the National Institute of Open School, and the Maharashtra State Board of Secondary and Higher Secondary Education. Maharashtra has 24 universities with a turnout of 160,000 graduates every year. Established during the rule of East India Company in 1857 as Bombay University, the University of Mumbai is the largest university in the world in terms of the number of graduates. It has 141 affiliated colleges. According to a report published by the Times Education magazine, 5 to 7 Maharashtra colleges and universities are ranked among the top 20 in India. Maharashtra is also home to notable autonomous institutes as Indian Institute of Technology Bombay, College of Engineering Pune, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Technological University, Institute of Chemical Technology, Homi Bhabha National Institute, Walchand College of Engineering, Visvesvaraya National Institute of Technology and Veer Matajijabai Technological Institute, Sardar Patel College of Engineering. Most of these autonomous institutes are ranked the highest in India and have very competitive entry requirements. The University of Pune, the National Defence Academy, Film and Television Institute of India, Armed Forces Medical College, and National Chemical Laboratory were established in Pune soon after the Indian independence in 1947. Mumbai has an IIT, has National Institute of Industrial Engineering, and Nagpur has IIM and AIIMS. Other notable institutes in the state are Maharashtra National Law University, Nagpur, Maharashtra National Law University, Mumbai, Maharashtra National Law University, Aurangabad, Government Law College, Mumbai, ILS Law College, and Symbiosis Law School. Agricultural universities include Vasantara Onak Marathwada Agricultural University, Mahatma Phule Krishi Vidyapith, Dr. Punjabrao Deshmukh Krishi Vidyapith, and Dr. Balasaheb Savant Konkan Krishi Vidyapith. Regional universities viz. Sant Gaj Baba Amravati University, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, North Maharashtra University, Shivaji University, Solapur University, Swami Ramanand Tirth Marathwada University, and Rashtrasant Tukadaji Maharaj Nagpur University are established to cover the educational needs at the district levels of the state. Deemed universities are established in Maharashtra, including Symbiosis International University, Tata Institute of Social Sciences, and Tilak Maharashtra University. Vocational training in different trades such as construction, plumbing, welding, automobile mechanics is offered by Post-Secondary School Industrial Training Institute. Local community colleges also exist with generally more open admission policies, shorter academic programs, and lower tuition. Scottish missionary John Wilson, Indian nationalists such as Vasudev Balwant Phadke and Bal Gangadhar Tilak, social reformers such as Jyotirao Phule, Thando Keshavkarve and Boreo Patil played a leading role in the setting up of modern schools and colleges during the British colonial era. The forerunner of Deccan College Postgraduate and Research Institute was established in 1821. The Srimati Nathabai Damodar Thakurji Women's University, the oldest women's liberal arts college in South Asia, started its journey in 1916. College of Engineering Pune, established in 1854, is the third oldest college in Asia. Government Polytechnic Nagpur, established in 1914, is one of the oldest polytechnics in India. Infrastructure. Healthcare. Health indicators of Maharashtra show that they have attained relatively high growth against a background of high per capita income. In 2011, the healthcare system in Maharashtra consisted of 363 rural government hospitals, 23 district hospitals, 4 general hospitals mostly under the Maharashtra Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and 380 private medical establishments. These establishments provide the state with more than 30,000 hospital beds. It is the first state in India to have 9 women's hospitals serving 1,365 beds. The state also has a significant number of medical practitioners who hold the Bachelor of Ayurveda, Medicine and Surgery qualifications. These practitioners primarily use the traditional Indian therapy of Ayurveda. Nevertheless, modern Western medicine is used as well. In Maharashtra as well as in the rest of India, primary health center is part of the government-funded public health system and is the most basic unit of the healthcare system. They are essentially single-physician clinics, usually with facilities for minor surgeries. 2. Maharashtra has a life expectancy at birth of 67.2 years in 2011, ranking it third among 29 Indian states. The total fertility rate of the state is 1.9. The infant mortality rate is 28 and the maternal mortality ratio is 104, which are lower than the national averages. Public health services are governed by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, through various departments. The ministry is divided into two departments: the Public Health Department, which includes family welfare and medical relief, and the Department of Medical Education and Drugs. Health insurance includes any program that helps pay for medical expenses, through privately purchased insurance, social insurance, or a social welfare program funded by the government. In a more technical sense, the term is used to describe any form of insurance that protects against the costs of medical services. This usage includes private insurance and social insurance programs such as National Health Mission, which pools resources and spreads the financial risk associated with major medical expenses across the entire population to protect everyone, as well as social welfare programs such as National Rural Health Mission and the Health Insurance Program, which assist people who cannot afford health coverage. Energy. Although its population makes Maharashtra one of the country's largest energy users, conservation mandates, mild weather in the largest population centers, and strong environmental movements have kept its per capita energy use to one of the smallest of any Indian state. The high electricity demand of the state constitutes 13% of the total installed electricity generation capacity in India, which is mainly from fossil fuels such as coal and natural gas. Mahavitaran is responsible for the distribution of electricity throughout the state by buying power from Mahanirmatai, captive power plants, other state electricity boards, and private sector power generation companies. As of 2012, Maharashtra was the largest power generating state in India, with an installed electricity generation capacity of 26,838 MW. The state forms a major constituent of the western grid of India, which now comes under the north, east, west, and northeastern grids of India. Maharashtra Power Generation Company operates thermal power plants. In addition to the state government-owned power generation plants, there are privately owned power generation plants that transmit power through the Maharashtra State Electricity Transmission Company, which is responsible for the transmission of electricity in the state. Environmental protection and sustainability. Maharashtra Pollution Control Board is established and responsible for implementing various environmental legislations in the state, principally including the Water Act, 1974, Air Act, 1981, Water Act, 1977 and some of the provisions under Environmental Act, 1986 and the rules framed thereunder, it including Biomedical Waste Rules, 1998, Hazardous Waste Rules, 2000, and Municipal Solid Waste Rules, 2000. MPCB is functioning under the administrative control of the Environment Department of the Government of Maharashtra. The Maharashtra Plastic and Thermocol Products Ban became effective as law on June 23, 2018, subjecting plastic users to fines and potential imprisonment for repeat offenders. Culture. Cuisine. Maharashtrian cuisine includes a variety of dishes ranging from mild to very spicy ones. Wheat, rice, jowar, bajri, vegetables, lentils, and fruit form staple food of the Maharashtrian diet. Some of the popular traditional dishes include puran poli, ukdik modak, thilapith. Street food items like batata wada, misal pav, pav bhaji, and vada pav are very popular among the locals and are usually sold on stalls and in small hotels. Meals are served on a plate called thali. Each food item served on the thali is arranged in a specific way. All non-vegetarian and vegetarian dishes are eaten with boiled rice, chapatis, or with bukris, made of jowar, bajra, or rice flours. A typical vegetarian thali is made of chapati or bukri, dal, rice, emti, bhaji or usul, chutney, koshumber and buttermilk or sol kadi. A bhaji is a vegetable dish made of a particular vegetable or combination of vegetables. Amti is variant of the curry, typically consisting of a lentil stock, flavored with goda masala and sometimes with tamarind or mshol, and jaggery. Varan is nothing but plain dal, a common Indian lentil stew. More or less, most of the dishes use coconut, onion, garlic, ginger, red chili powder, green chilies, and mustard, though some section of the population traditionally avoid onion and garlics. Maharashtrian cuisine varies with the regions. Malvani, Kolhapuri, and Varhadi cuisines are examples of well-known regional cuisines. Kolhapur is famous for tumda pandra rasa, a dish made of either chicken or mutton. Rice and seafood are the staple foods of the coastal Konkani people. Among seafood, the most popular is a fish variety called the Bombay duck. Attire. Traditionally, Marathi women commonly wore the sari, often distinctly designed according to local cultural customs. Most middle-aged and young women in urban Maharashtra dress in western outfits such as skirts and trousers or shalwar kameez with the traditionally navari or 9-yard lugade, disappearing from the markets due to a lack of demand. Older women wear the 5-yard sari. In urban areas, the 5-yard sari, especially the paithani, is worn by younger women for special occasions such as marriages and religious ceremonies. Among men, Western dressing has greater acceptance. Men also wear traditional costumes such as the dhoti and feta on cultural occasions. The Gandhi cap is the popular headgear among older men in rural Maharashtra. Women wear traditional jewelry derived from Maratha and Peshwa dynasties. Kolhapuri sawai, a special type of necklace, is also worn by Marathi women. In urban areas, Western attire is dominant amongst women and men. Music. The indigenous folk music includes pawada, baruds, and gandhals. Maharashtra and Maharashtrian artists have been influential in preserving and developing Hindustani classical music for more than a century. Notable practitioners of Kirana or Gwalior style called Maharashtra their home. The Sawai Gandharva Bhimsan festival in Pune, started by Bhimsan Joshi in the 1950s, is considered the most prestigious Hindustani music festival in India, if not one of the largest. Cities like Kolhapur and Pune have been playing a major role in the preservation of music like Bhavajit and Nata Sangeet, which are inherited from Indian classical music. The biggest form of Indian popular music is songs from films produced in Mumbai. Film music, in 2009, made up 72% of the music sales in India. Most the influential music composers and singers have called Mumbai their home. In recent decades, the music scene in Maharashtra, and particularly in Mumbai, has seen a growth of newer music forms such as rap. The city also holds festivals in Western music genres such as blues. In 2006, the Symphony Orchestra of India was founded, housed at the NCPA in Mumbai. It is today the only professional symphony orchestra in India and presents 2 concert seasons per year, with world-renowned conductors and soloists. Dance. Marathi dance forms draw from folk traditions. Lavani is popular form of dance in the state. The Bhajan, Kirtan, and Abhangas of the Warkari sect have a long history and are part of their daily rituals. Koli dance is among the most popular dances of Maharashtra. As the name suggests, it is related to the fisher folk of Maharashtra, who are called Kalas. Popular for their unique identity and liveliness, their dances represent their occupation. This type of dance is represented by both men and women. While dancing, they are divided into groups of two. These fishermen display the movements of waves and casting of the nets during their Koli dance performances. Theatre. Modern theatre in Maharashtra can trace its origins to the British colonial era in the middle of the 19th century. It is modelled mainly after the Western tradition but also includes forms like Sangeet Natak. In recent decades, Marathi tamasha has also been incorporated in some experimental plays. The repertoire of Marathi theatre ranges from humorous social plays, farces, historical plays, and musical, to experimental plays and serious drama. Marathi playwrights such as Vijay Tendulkar, P. L. Deshpande, Mahesh Elkankar, Ratnakar Matkari, and Satish Alkar have influenced theatre throughout India. Besides Marathi theatre, Maharashtra, and particularly, Mumbai, has had a long tradition of theatre in other languages such as Gujarati, Hindi, and English. The National Centre for the Performing Arts is a multi-venue, multi-purpose cultural centre in Mumbai which hosts events in music, dance, theatre, film, literature, and photography from India as well other places. It also presents new and innovative work in the performing arts field. Literature. Maharashtra's regional literature is about the lives and circumstances of Marathi people in specific parts of the state. The Marathi language, which boasts a rich literary heritage, is written in the Devanagari script. The earliest instance of Marathi literature is Dnyaneshwari, a commentary on the Bhagavad Gita by 13th century Bhakta Saint Dnyaneshwar, and devotional poems called abhangs by his contemporaries such as Namdev and Gora Kumhar. Devotional literature from the early modern period includes compositions in praise of the god Pandurang by Bhakta saints such as Tukaram, Eknath, and Rama by Ramdas respectively. 19th century Marathi literature includes mainly polemic works of social and political activists such as Balshastri Jamhekar, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Gopal Hari Deshmukh, Mahadev Govindranath, Jyotira Ofuli, and Vishnu Shastri Chiplunkar. Keshav Sudha was a pioneer in modern Marathi poetry. The Hindutva proponent, Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, was a prolific writer. His work in English and Marathi consists of many essays, 2 novels, poetry, and plays. 4 Marathi writers have been honoured with the Jnanpith Award, India's highest literary award. They include novelists, Vishnu Sakaram Khandekar, and Balchandran Amade, Vishnu Vaman Shirwadkar and Vinda Karndikar. The last 2 were known for their poetry as well. Other notable writers from the early and mid-20th century include playwright Ram Ganesh Gadkari, novelist Hari Narayan Apt, poet and novelist B. S. Mardhekar, Sain Guruji, Vyankatesh Digambar Madgulkar, Prahlad Keshavitra, Chintamani Triambak Kanolkar, and Laxman Shastri Joshi. Vishwas Patil, Ranjit Desai, and Shiva Hi Savant are known for novels based on Maratha history. P. Ula Deshpande gained popularity in the period after independence for depicting the urban middle-class society. His work includes humor, travelogues, plays, and biographies. Narayan Sarv, Shanta Shelka, Durga Bhagwat, Suresh Bhatt, and Narendra Jadhav are some of the more recent authors. Dalit literature originally emerged in the Marathi language as a literary response to the everyday oppressions of caste in mid-20th century independent India, critiquing caste practices by experimenting with various literary forms. In 1958, the term Dalit literature was used for the first conference of Maharashtra Dalit Sahitya Sangha in Mumbai. Maharashtra, and particularly the cities in the state such as Mumbai and Pune, are diverse with different languages being spoken. Mumbai is called home by writers in English such as Rohinton Mistry, Chopade, and Salman Rushdie. Their novels are set with Mumbai as the backdrop. Many eminent Urdu poets such as Kafi Azmi, Jan Nisar Akhtar, Gulzar, and Javed Akhtar have been residents of Mumbai. Films. Cinema of India was born in Maharashtra when Dadasaheb Phalke made Raja Harish Chandra a movie in 1913. It was a silent film directed by Phalke. Dadasaheb Phalke is widely considered the father of Indian cinema. Raja Harish Chandra was the first Indian movie. Maharashtra is a prominent location for the Indian entertainment industry, with enormous films, television series, books, and other media being set there. Mumbai has numerous film production studios and it has facilities to produce films. Mainstream Hindi films are popular in Maharashtra, especially in urban areas. Mumbai is the largest centre for film and television production and a third of all Indian films are produced in the state. Multimillion-dollar Bollywood productions, with the most expensive costing up to 1.5 billion, are filmed there. The Marathi film industry, previously located in Kolhapur, has spread throughout Mumbai. Well known for its art films, the early Marathi film industry included acclaimed directors such as Dadasaheb Phalke and V. Shantaram. Dada Khandka is the most prominent name in Marathi film. The Dadasaheb Phalke Award is India's highest award in cinema, given annually by the Government of India for lifetime contribution to Indian cinema. Media. The state is home to more than 200 newspapers and 350 consumer magazines. The publishing industry employs more than 250,000 people. As of December 2016, Sakal, published in Pune and other major cities, is the largest circulated Marathi newspaper in Maharashtra. Other major Marathi newspapers include Maharashtra Times, Loksatta, Navakal, Pudhari, and Lokmat. Saptahik Sakal, Grihashabhika, Lokrajya, Lokprabha, and Chitralekha are some of the important Marathi magazines. English-language newspapers are confined to urban areas. Some popular among these are Daily News and Analysis, The Times of India, Hindustan Times, The Indian Express, Mumbai Mirror, Asian Age, Midday and the Free Press Journal. Some prominent financial dailies like the Economic Times, Mint, Business Standard, and the Financial Express are widely circulated. Many newspapers in other Indian languages such as Nava Bharat in Hindi, Udayavani in Kannada, Mumbai Samachar in Gujarati, and the Inquilab in Urdu have Mumbai editions. The television industry in Maharashtra has been contributing significantly in the state's economy. Doordarshan, a state-owned television broadcaster, runs a channel named DD Sahyadri. Numerous Indian and international television channels can be watched in Maharashtra through one of the pay TV companies or the local cable television provider. The four major Indian broadcast networks are all headquartered in Maharashtra: The Times, Star India, CNN IBN, and ZEEL. Multi-system operators provide a range of Marathi, Bengali, Nepali, Hindi, English, and international channels via cable. There are a number of entertainment channels that exclusively streams content in Marathi including Zee Marathi, Zee Yuva, Colors Marathi, Star Prava, Sony Marathi, and Fact Marathi. All India Radio airs its content through multiple channels including Air Marathi, FM Gold, and FM Rainbow. Air India's commercially successful air channel Vivid Bharti is headquartered in Mumbai. Private radio stations like Big 92.7 FM, Radio Mirchi, Red FM, Vasundhara Vahini, Radio Daymal 24, and My FM air in all major cities. Airtel, BSNL, Jio, and 6 networks provide cellular services and have covered most of the Maharashtra. Broadband internet is available in most of the towns, villages, and cities, provided by the state-run MTNL and BSNL and by other private companies. Sports. Cricket is the most popular spectator sport in Maharashtra. Here people often plays it as an exercise and recreational activity, nearly all the time sporting arenas remains full house amid international and Indian Premier Leagues match. Maharashtra cricket team represents Maharashtra state in Indian domestic cricket. Maharashtra Cricket Association is the governing body for cricket in the state. At 2022 National Games, Maharashtra won highest number of medals among the states and was second in medals tally behind services. Maharashtra won 39 gold medals. Kabaddi, Kho-Kho, Kushti, and Mallakhamb are some of the traditional games that are played in the state. Kushti and bullock cart races are popular in rural areas of southwest Maharashtra, are organized by villagers during the annual fairs. Amateur wrestling tournaments Hind Kesari, Maharashtra Kesari are held annually. Badminton, volleyball, tennis are played as a recreational activity in urban areas. The beaches of Konkan Coast, mountains of Western Ghats, and the lakes formed by numerous dams in the state facilitate adventure sports such as paragliding, rock climbing, trekking, mountaineering, water sports, and scuba diving and are popular among visitors. The state also have Mumbai cricket team and Vidarbha cricket team. Indian Premier League franchise Mumbai Indians based in Mumbai and plays its home matches at Wankhede Stadium. Brabourne Stadium, Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai and New VCA Stadium, Nagpur are international cricket stadiums, which are the venues for international cricket. Mumbai Cricket Association, and Vidarbha Cricket Association, are the governing body for cricket in Mumbai, Greater Mumbai, Thane districts, and the Vidarbha region, respectively. India's only world-class tennis championship Maharashtra Open Tennis Championship are annually organized in Pune. It is part of ADP 250. Mumbai and Pune hold derby races at the Mahalakshmi Racecourse and Pune Racecourse respectively. Various domestic level leagues for field hockey, chess, tennis, and badminton are organized throughout the state. The Maharashtra football team represents the state in the Santosh Trophy football tournament. Many national-level football clubs are based in this state, such as Mumbai Tigers FC, Kenkre FC, Bengal Mumbai FC, and Air India FC. T-toy clubs from the state participate NAE of India. Mumbai Gladiators and Pune Marathas are teams based in Mumbai and Pune respectively. Puneri Paltan, U Mumbai, Pro Kabaddi, league teams are based in Pune and Mumbai respectively. Tourism. Maharashtra has a number of places that attracts tourists. The most popular or well-known are Mumbai City, Ajanta, Ellora, and the nature reserves in the state. Mumbai, being the biggest and the most cosmopolitan city in India, attracts tourists from all over the world for its many attractions including colonial architecture, beaches, movie industry, shopping, and an active nightlife. The city attracts 3 million foreign and 40 million domestic tourists annually. The state wants to increase the numbers by allowing retailers and entertainment venues to be open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Pune, which claims to be called the cultural capital of Maharashtra, along with MTDC organizes many cultural events during Pune Festival which coincides with the Hindu Ganeshotsav festival. The British developed many hill stations during the colonial era. These hill stations were popular among British government officials, especially in summer as a relief from the heat. Now, these places attract tourists in huge numbers. The important hill stations in western Maharashtra are Mahabaleshwar, Lonavala, and Matharan. In the Vidarbha region, Chakaldara is the only hill station. The mountainous districts of western Maharashtra are dotted with the ruins of hundreds of mountain forts from the Deccan Sultanate and the Maratha Empire eras respectively. These forts and the surrounding hills are popular among people interested in trekking, hiking, and heritage tourism related to Chhatrapati Shivaji. The latter includes forts of Shivaneri, Rajad, Sinhagad, Raigad, and Pratapgad. A number of temples such as Trimbakeshwar, Bhavani of Tuljapur, Shani Shingnapur, Jyotiba Temple, Ashtavanayaka Ganapati temples, Lord Pandurang Temple at Pandharpa attract a huge number of Hindu devotees every year. Kandaba Temple at Jajuri in the Pune district attract pilgrims from all over the Maharashtra, where worshippers shower each other with bandar. Sai Baba Temple at Shirdi is visited by an average of 25,000 pilgrims a day, and during religious festivals, this number can reach up to 300,000. The places associated with the Warkari sects such as Pandharpa, Dehu, and Alandi remain popular throughout the year, and attract huge number of people from all over the state during religious observations. Situated in Nand, Sikh Gurudwara of Hazur Sahib, also known as Takht Sachkhand Sri Hazur Abchal Nagar Sahib, is one of the 5 takhts in Sikhism. Aurangabad has many ancient and medieval sites, including the UNESCO World Heritage Sites of Ajunta and Ellora Caves, the Dulat Abbot Fort, and the Bibi Ka Maqbara. The Vidarbha region of Maharashtra has numerous nature reserve parks. These include Melghat Tiger Reserve in Amravati district, Tidaba and Hari Tiger Reserve in Chandrapur district, Umredkar Handla Wildlife Sanctuary in Nagpur district, the Nagzira Wildlife Sanctuary, and Navjayan National Park of Gondia district. According to a survey by the Government of Maharashtra, in 2009-10, domestic tourists accounted for 98% of the total number of visitors to Maharashtra, and the remaining were foreign. Visitors from the US, UK, Germany, and UAE each form a significant percentage of the foreign tourists. The state government has established the Maharashtra Tourism Development Corporation for the systematic development and promotion of tourism in the state. MTDC owns and maintains resorts at all key tourist centers. See also: List of Maratha dynasties and states. List of people from Maharashtra. List of districts of Maharashtra. List of villages of Maharashtra. List of synagogues in Maharashtra. List of cities in Maharashtra. Make in Maharashtra. Religion in Maharashtra. Footnotes.